Katt Williams continues to expose Hollywood's biggest secrets, but has it finally caught up with him? There are two sides to every story, but there's only one backstory. It was a warm afternoon in the city of Compton. Chuck the Tank Martin arrived. He was a prominent gang member with a massive chip on his shoulder. He carried a large bag of Popeye's chicken. Tank was accompanied by a man who concealed his identity. He greeted the numerous gang members patrolling the exterior. Both men entered the gold house, taking the stairs to the basement. A small room sat at the end of the corridor. Tank pushed open the door. Inside, Katt Williams waited with a look of panic. "Did you get the honey? I can't eat biscuits without honey. Everything is in the bag, boss." "Where is he?" "He's right behind me." In the door's frame appeared Dave Chappelle. "Welcome to my fortress." Dave's eyes were wide awake, taking in the modest accommodations. "I've seen better looking homeless encampments. You come up with that all by yourself?" Tank retreated to the hallway, locking the door behind him. Dave kept a weary eye on the shadows underneath the door. "Katt, things can't be this bad, bro." Katt ignored Dave's judgments while searching for honey in the Popeye's bag. "Is this place even safe?" "The hood is the safest place you can be if you're a black man. The threat is afraid to come here. I feel like I can trust you. I need to show you something." Katt turned on the television. On the screen was his infamous interview with Shannon Sharpe. "What am I watching?" "Knowing me for years, do you notice anything peculiar about that interview?" Katt stared at the television with great intensity. Look at that." "What am I looking at?" "The truth, Dave. It's right there." Dave peers into the screen, hanging on every frame. "Why is my watch on my left wrist when I always wear it on my right?" Dave took a few steps towards the screen. "Look, I have a drink in my hand." "So what?" "Dave, I haven't drank in 15 years. I don't drink anymore." "Well, maybe you made an exception that day. The rings I'm wearing are made of copper. I'm allergic to copper." A frustrated Dave turned off the television. "Katt, I risked my life coming to Compton for this?" Katt stared into the empty space between him and Dave. His eyes softened. His tone was like a whisper of silk. 3 years ago, I started writing a book that held Hollywood's biggest secrets, like Bernie's death and why Kevin Hart, a man that's 5'3", is a movie star. I be getting these visions. Maybe your visions are off. The Bible says without a vision, a people will perish. Two men can be looking at the same thing. One of them will see the truth and the other perception. You are a celebrity, dude. Can you trust everybody here? I'm willing to take my chances with my people. Okay, it's 2022, Madison Square Garden. I sold that bitch out. After the show, I felt sick. Not myself. I kept hearing this knock on the door, but no one would come in. "You sure you wasn't using?" I've never done a substance a day in my life. My eyes got heavy, then everything went white. I saw this tunnel, then complete blackness. Then I was suddenly in this room with no furniture and this nurse. A nurse like in a hospital? No, this wasn't a hospital. It felt like a psych ward. I couldn't move my limbs. I kept hearing knocking at the door over and over, but no one would come through the door. No one knew I was there, not my friends or my family. Then I gave in. I closed my eyes. When I opened them again, I could faintly see a group of people staring at me, but I couldn't make out who they were. What was I doing there? Katt paced the room. His anxiety had gotten the best of him. His eyes locked on his safe in the corner. His fingers grazed over the numbers, unlocking it. Inside, the book he had been working on, bundles of cash, and his passport. This book is what scares them. Why? You told everything in that interview. Are you not fucking paying attention? Katt was visibly shaken and consumed in rage. That was not me in that interview. Then who was it, Katt? I don't know. I'm not crazy, Dave. I'm telling you, watch the video again. Dave's phone rung, severing the contentious moment. Are you going to get that? I'll call them back. Dave's lips parted slightly as if feeling the weight of Katt's sorrow. They know I know. They this, they that. Who is this they? You know exactly who I'm talking about. Days before I ended up in that psych ward, I spoke in Kentucky at this school where the majority was poor white kids. So what? You're in your head, dude. What's more dangerous than an educated black kid? An educated poor white kid. They can change the world, remake the hierarchy, navigate the system of control, and dismantle the gatekeepers faster than any black kid could. Wait, so let me get this straight. You do some motivational speaking for some poor white kids and now everybody's after you. You of all people should know what happens when you begin to educate the poor. What else is in that book? I can't talk about it yet. But you and I go way back. Can I trust you? Wow, Katt. Being in Cliffside's psychic ward really got you spooked. Katt took a few steps back. Liquid fire roared through his veins, his breath barely escaping his lips. Hold up. I never told you the name of the hospital.